random. The sneaky if police come action, then you never see me. They get over.
It's the NFC Championship game, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through Detroit. It's the Eagles and the Lions. All that and more coming up next.
This Lion fan base have been craving home playoff football since this building opened in 2002, and they've got it today at Ford Field in Detroit. Coming up, a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a potential classic in store, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Detroit Lions. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports, and man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what the stake.
One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? Oh, good-looking return set up here. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
As you see, they have dealt with their fair share of injuries this season. But, Charles, that hasn't stopped them from putting together a very solid campaign, a very good record thus far.
I think a lot of credit has to go internally. Look, we always want to praise the head coach for holding the team together. But to me, it's the guys in the locker room putting on the uniform. Those starters who've stayed healthy, they've welcomed the backups into their ranks and showed them how to get it done. And this team, they've stayed afloat all season doing just that.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Goff now looking to throw. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he is going to have the Lions first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Here's Goff. That is caught by Laporta. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Well, that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Give him 32 on the play.
And this offense is coming out swinging here in the early going. They pick up a nice chunk on that pitch and catch. And the two of them have this offense moving in the right direction to start this game.
Now on 1st and goal, a chance to get a leg up in this NFC title game. They'll run with Gibbs. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
There's Laporta. He's got it. Touchdown, Lions. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Lions have struck first in this NFC title game. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Again, it's Barkley. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Hurts. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A big play there for Philly. 55 yards.
And normally when you think about huge field-flipping plays like this, it's that shifty slot receiver or that burner on the outside. Not here. That's a tight end doing work down the field. Where's the oxygen mask? He's going to need it after that one. A big, big play.
In motion right, Campbell. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Throwing is Hurts. Campbell making the catch. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The kick by Elliott is good, and that'll do it for the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it as we resume action. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why?
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
2nd down and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 33-yard line.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Devin White defeating the offensive line and getting to the quarterback.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. It's taken to the 26. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. From a couple of yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8. A shotgun snap for Goff. He's got this to Williams, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Well, big plays have been a hallmark of this offense all season, so there was no reason to think that it wouldn't continue here in this title game. Obviously, the magnitude of the event, not getting to them early.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now Goff. That is caught inside the 5. And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs punching it in from a yard away. And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Over the middle, hauled in by Campbell. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Hurts to throw. Open man is Uzomah. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. 2nd down and 8. Back to throw again. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal. Not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
But first, time to look ahead to the AFC Championship coming up later today. And it should be a great one as well, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins doing battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. In the first half, it was the Alabama man, Jahmyr Gibbs, who had it cooking. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. And they have work to do in the second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Hurts. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Barkley, inside handoff. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Aiden Hutchinson, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. They'll look to throw here, sliding out of the pocket. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Has not been a big game for him throwing the football. I think he feels like, let's try something different. Let's use the legs here and see if we can make some plays.
And no passing touchdowns, yardage not where he would like it. Try something new. It worked there. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
From the 33, here's second and a couple.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Play action. Here's Hurts. There's a short one caught by Uzama. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be second down.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18.
He'll drop to throw. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Alex Anzalone from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. Throwing on second and long. Hurts. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And the Eagles are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the fourth quarter.
Barkley fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2.
Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
Barkley again.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Eagles have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the fourth. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
Eluding the pressure right. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
So out now come the Lions.
And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top in the fourth quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential Super Bowl berth resting on their ability to manage the clock and manage that small lead.
To throw is Goff.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. Now Goff. A short pass here taken in by Laporta. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Finds Gibbs on the check down. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And 3rd and 1 now.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Goff and Williams hooking up there for a Lions first.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Goff. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Eagles' 23-yard line.
Motion man left, Peoples-Jones. To the air again, Goff. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. 2nd down and 6 now. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Goff. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to at least make it a 5-point cushion. Bates' kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Hurts and the Eagles now down by 5. Just over 1:40 to play. A field goal won't help. They need a touchdown to send him to the Super Bowl as they've got it 1st and 10. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Still on his feet. Devontae Smith, he takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the fourth quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. Hurts will throw. Escaping the... And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they up their lead to 3. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26. Now it's the Lions' turn. Trailing by 3 after the touchdown and 2-point conversion. 33 seconds to go. A field goal sends this championship game to overtime as they've got a 1st and 10. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And he will get to the sideline here, but that a minimal gain at best. 3 yards, possibly 4. Here's a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Goff. St. Brown on the catch. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Goff now to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. Well, that is the definition, Charles, of delivering under pressure. The game-winning potential. There's still a little time left on the clock, but the potential game-winning drive, and it was well executed.
I think we're going to remember this possession for a long time. We've called a bunch of games, but how about how they got it done down the stretch? Absolutely terrific. Barring some type of miraculous play in this last half minute, I think that touchdown just earned them the win. They really came up clutch when they needed it.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's capped off by the late touchdown that puts them out in front here in the final minute of the contest. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Well, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. And they get to hoist the Hallis Trophy. Unbelievable victory, moving on to the Super Bowl.
I only hope that these players understand exactly who is behind that trophy. George S. Hallis, one of the creators of this great game of football of ours and creator of the NFL. What an amazing feeling and an amazing accomplishment.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.